Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. This is going to be part 11, putting a 302 and a C4 into a 67 Falcon. What I'm going to do today, I'm still waiting for parts. I don't know when my torque converter is going to come, but there's other things I can do. First, I'm going to get the thing up on the transmission mounts, on the motor mounts, and then I can look into what it's going to take to hook up the exhaust system, the throttle, cruise control, and there's a lot of things I can do, figure out what fan I'm going to use, and there's just a lot of unknowns at this point. But I think what I'm going to do first is move the chain fall to that last hole. That way when I pick it up, it's going to be picking up the trans with it. Oh, I go down a little bit more. Okay. I'm looking now to see if I'm going to have room for the headers or not. I have to move the car up. I don't know. Go a little bit more. The only way I'm going to find out for sure is to actually drop it down on the engine mounts. Okay, I'm going to have to get under there with a jack under the transmission and lift that. So I'll do that and I'll come back, let you know what I came up with. The engine is down on the motor mounts and on the trans mount, but I do have issues, of course. Those headers are hitting the shock tower. That white line is where I would need to cut the shock tower out, like notch it, or bash the header, or get different headers. This side isn't as bad. I got some white dots down there showing where it would need to be cut. See, even if it's clears, you'd never be able to take the header off unless you have sufficient clearance. Like the back tube there, that's clears, but I don't know if there's enough room to get the header out of there if you had to without lifting the engine. But now that it's on the mounts, I can start playing with the radiator fan setup. Looks like I have decent room in there. Figure out a fan shroud, stuff like that. I think what I'm going to do is when I take my little break here in a minute, I'm going to get on the Falcon forums and see if there's any kind of a header that fits these cars easily and doesn't cost $1 million. I've already got way too much money in the trans. And I don't want to start spending a whole bunch more. So I'm going to find out. I'll figure this out. I mean, the simplest thing would be to take that header off and just beat on it. Flatten it out, which does not affect horsepower or flow. Watch Engine Masters where they took some headers and just beat the crap out of them. They'd make a dyno run, beat on them, take another dyno run, beat on them, and it just doesn't affect horsepower because you're not changing the volume. You're changing the shape, going from a round to, let's say, an oval, but it's still got the same volume. So I might entertain that thought too. Just pound that flat. I don't know yet. I'll figure this out. Be back later. I dropped the radiator down in there. It's not bolted in yet, it's just kind of resting here. It's going to go right there. And it looks like with this fan and spacer, I'll have room. It clears the compressor about 1.25 inches in the radiator. So I could probably move the fan 3/4 of an inch closer. I mean 1/2 inch closer, so I have 3/4 of an inch fan to radiator. It's good enough for now. My mind is just spinning here. So I can take the radiator out. I have to move the car back because I don't have a lot of room to walk around here. Figured out the next step. Its next step is going to be pull the engine back out, so I'm going to try beating on the headers first, and if they don't go easy, then I can notch shock towers. I checked on headers. Headers used to be like $99, for cheap ones. Now they're $250 or more. I don't want to do that. I can try to find used ones, but to find used ones that fit a Falcon or a Fairlane, that's not going to be as easy as you would think. And the other option I have is I could cut a chunk out of this tube. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. If I cut a section out of that tube, like right there, and then bent it over and re-welded it, I would have clearance. And cut a section out the width of that gap right there. And that'll slide over. It'll give me about that much gap there. I'll have to figure all this out once I get the engine back out of the car. The other side, do some hammer forming on that. Oh, that just needs a clearance notch. See, the problem doing this is, like I mentioned earlier, you're not going to be able to take those headers off without raising the engine. Another thing I was looking at, air conditioning lines. Like the compressor used to be down here. Now it's over there. So I'm going to have to get a new line made to go from there up around the firewall, come over here to the compressor. Then this other line right here, that goes through the rad support and runs. I'll probably have to take the front of the car off to do that. This line's got to come around this way run through here and come over to there on the compressor. I'm going to have to get 2 lines made, and that'll be a fight for another day. Right now I'm going to undo my cross member on the transmission, pull this thing back out of here. That came out pretty easy. Now I'm going to start investigating the header situation, figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to try a little beating here. Well, that seemed to go in pretty easy. Let's try this side. Okay, that might be all it takes. I have to get some of my paint, repaint that. All right, next I'm going to take my transmission cooler lines and bend them to fit the new engine, because they are set up to go past the 6-cylinder. Another thing I can do is some hammer forming on the shock towers, rather than notch them back, cut and weld and all that. That looks good. Yeah, I'll do this other side and I think I'll be good to go then. Took off the trans cooler lines, rebent them to go from the trans under here up behind the motor mount to the front of the engine. Should be good there. And I had to rebend this vacuum line that goes from the carburetor manifold area to the modulator valve in the trans. I just need to go up to the hardware store, get a nipple to screw in that so I can hook that rubber line to it. Things are coming along, slow but sure. I got a delivery from Jegs today. It is my torque converter flex plate. So that's good. Now I just need a torque converter. Torque converter is supposed to be here tomorrow. But what I need to do now is pull the trans off the engine, change the flex plate that's on there. I'll need to remove the starter and take the lines off that I just pre-bent. Get them out of the way first. Those will go in the car. This one here, pull off the vacuum line with a clip and a hose. That one's off. That'll go up there. Starter. Starter and the wires. All right, we'll set that up here for now. It's going to go back on there soon, I hope. And I got to take all the bell housing bolts out. Got the flex plate on. I put sealant on the bolts. They're all torqued. And now I'm again waiting for parts. This is going to be the end of part 11 as I wait for parts. Thanks for watching Dan's Messy Garage. This is putting a 302 and a C4 trans into a 67 Falcon. Please stay tuned to my channel for more updates and other projects. Bye.